Hello everybody, this is Pete from PA Labs, and I am continuing with Chapter 11 of our arcade book. Now, if you're looking at my screen, you can see there's like 7 examples, a whole bunch of examples. But really, there's not really all that much. There's about 1 sentence that changes in each of these, so this chapter will be pretty easy. So it all starts basically the same. He's picking and building an RGB. Okay, RGB is red, green, blue. Basically it means a color. Alright, so he's taking these random numbers, and this is if you were going to do this and say high to low, we would say this. Okay, so it would be, whoops, didn't quite get that in there, did I? Whoops. And there. All right. Oh, my. And brought us way out there. Okay, so RGB, and then we're saying plot XY. Now, XY is a nested for loops that goes 0 to 449 and 0 to 639. Now, interestingly, our screen height is 640, so we're 1 pixel short of that, and we're 1 or 2 pixels short of that. Okay, maybe 30. Alright, so basically, he's going to color every pixel on our screen a different color. And when we hit play, that's exactly what you see. Every pixel on our screen is a different color. Ooh, ah. But we're getting to the point where things are going to start getting fun. Let's see. In here, he's going to say for lines, as variable name, he's going to draw 1,000 lines of different colors. So we define our color. And we're going to say random. Let's go look up line real quick. Line says X and Y, so that's our starting point. Width and height and color. So there's our color out here. So all of these lines are going to be 150 pixels long. Ready? And kaboom! We now have 150 lines on the screen, all different colors, and all the same length. Okay, now moving right along, this one is the same thing, only different. He's doing a line XY versus drawing a line. I see. So it's the same thing, only different. And for that, what I'm meaning is you identify X and Y 1 and then X and Y 2. So the start point and end point of the line, and then it draws the line between those 2 points in random colors. Okay? There you go. So evidently they all started somewhere up here and went the other way. Okay. All pretty much the same code, only slightly different. This one is called box. Guess what we're going to draw? We're going to draw a box, and let's go look up box. So box, we do an XY, which is the upper left corner, and then we give you a width and a height and a color. Look at that, X and Y, width, height, and color, and we're going to draw 1,000 boxes of random sizes. Okay, and I'm not going to count them, but I'm going to say, yep, that looks like 1,000 to me. So here we're going to draw, it's the same thing. 4 box. Oh, okay, that's 11, 4, 11, 5. Oh, I bet you he's doing something fancy, like Mickey changed his print. Yeah, I see what he did. All right, so what he's done here is he's changed the drawing mode. All right, let's back up. Oh, I could smack him. Hold on. Yeah, you don't do that. Drawing modes are enumerated. Alright, so let's get rid of this and say pound PB. Drawing mode, let's say outline. Okay? And get rid of the 4. You always put in the enumeration. You never put in the number. Maybe back then they didn't have all the enumerations and you had to do it with numbers. We can say, we can change this, and we can say, we can play with these. These are kind of cool. Let's see, let's go with default. That'll be kind of cool. I bet that's filled in. Look at that. So you can do outline and fill in. So that's kind of cool looking. There's all kinds of drawing modes. If you hit the manual for this, hit F1 here, there's a bunch of different drawing modes, and you can see how they write over top of each other, or do they blend it together, or are they outline? There's all kinds of different ways to do things. You can make them cut holes. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's move on. So we're doing circles. Hey, that's kind of cool. We don't have a drawing mode here, but it would work the same way if you wanted to do the, this would be filled in, so that's default, drawing mode default, which is what this is. If you don't specify, it's automatically default. And then over here, he's gonna do, what is it, screen output. He's drawn 1,000 of these, but he didn't give us a drawing mode. I wonder what the difference this one's gonna be. Oh, wow, that's just so much difference. Okay, so this was a chapter on drawing shapes. Okay. Drawing, if you go to the manual, just to point some of this out, let's see, where's help? There we are. And we go to here, and you go to 2D drawing. So this is everything you ever want to know. We've been using draw text. This defines draw text for you. He just added in ellipse. You can do a fill area. Isn't that cool? You can set your front color and back color. You can do the 2 different lines. He lists you all the colors that are just set, where you can just type green and you get green and red and white and black and that kind of thing. You can calculate what the text height and width is. So if you're spacing things out on the screen, you can get the right stuff. You have RGB and RGBA. So what would be the difference here is the alpha. And that's identifying what is the opacity of what it is you're drawing. So if we did this and came into here and added RGBA, and then we said, let's do it here, that's fine. And we can say A, ooh, and then we will say RGBA. And now you'll see a little bit different, won't you? Because some of these are almost invisible. Well, we didn't set it to 32, did we? No, it doesn't work on this because RGBA requires 32-bit. And by default, I think the system is set to 24. So for RGBA to work, we would have to create an image and then write to an image and then write the image to the screen. And that's way big outside scope, but it's not a hard thing to do. Let's see. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. There's box and box gradient if you like to do gradients. All of it's there and all of it's defined there. And this is chapter 11. And it's starting to get cool. Real soon, in the next couple, 3 or 4 chapters, it's going to get really neato. But this is the beginning. We're playing with colors. We're playing with drawing shapes to the screen and stuff like that. And as always, I want to say thanks for watching.